All right, Larry Krueger here from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with a little 49er video. The Niners met with one of my favorite players in the upcoming draft. We'll tell you who that is coming up next. And of course, we're brought to you by Pig and a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California. Check them out in Emeryville and Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. or until they run out. Go get some brisket. Go get some brisket chili. Go say hi to Damon and Mary and tell them that Larry Krueger sent you. We're also brought to you by MarinAutoglass.com. MarinAutoglass.com, 415-883-3030. And we're also brought to you by Sharp Corner Sports Cards and Collectibles, 205 Cypress Avenue in Pacific Grove, California. Call Anthony Catania at 831-521-5264. All right, let's talk a little bit about the latest 49er draft meeting. And this one's interesting to me because I really love this player. His name's Chau Smith-Wade, and he's a cornerback for Washington State. And the Niners are bringing him to Santa Clara for one of their pre-draft visits. And this is according to Justin Mello of the Draft Network. I love Smith-Wade. I've seen him all year. Every time I turned on Wazoo, he's making plays. Saw him in one of the All-Star games. He's making more plays. And what he is just a versatile corner who's always around the ball. He had 35 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 6 pass breakups in 7 games in 2023. He's a small guy. This is not a day 1 pick. This is not even probably a day 2 pick. Probably more like a day 3 corner. 5'9" and 3/4. So he's a small guy, 184 pounds, ran 4.54, which is nothing great or bad. I mean, it's just middle of the road. 34.5-inch vertical, 18 reps at 225, though, say that, man, the guy's strong as hell. I mean, when you're 5'9", 185, and you can put up 18 reps at 225, it means you're a dedicated lifter. Then you flip on the tape, and you're like, wow, this kid can really play. He's a Denver, Colorado kid. As I said, he's kind of small. He's relatively thin, but he's got excellent body control, amazing change of direction. He can play it all. You want to play zone coverage? He can play zone. You want to play press man? He can play press man. You want to play off man? He can play off man. He's got elite ball skills. He's an elite competitor, and he's got an elite burst to close on the football. If you wanted to say the 3 traits that you need to be great as an NFL corner, that's it right there. Ball skills. When the ball's in the air, do you catch it or do you just knock it down? If you catch it, now you've gained possession for your team. I need guys to play the corner who are super competitive, who take it personally. Why? Because you're out there on an island. There ain't nobody to your left or to your right, and you got to compete. You got to have a confidence, a swagger, and a competitive streak in you that goes for days. And that's what Smith-Wade has. And then you got to have that burst to close to the football when the ball's in the air. And this guy has it. The only thing I'll say that I didn't like when I watched this film is he has a tendency to squat on the shallow routes in zone coverage. So if it's like you've got one defender deep and you got one defender shallow, he'll squat on the shallow route in zone underneath and play the guy in front of him because he likes to hit. And I think his deep speed is just okay. I don't think he's quite the same player down the field as he is, let's say inside of a 15-yard box. But what this kid has, you can't teach. I mean, he's smart. He's competitive. He's got a crazy burst. He's got great ball skills. He can play all the coverages and look quite natural doing it all. So the Niners need some help at corner for sure. If we take a look at the depth chart for the 49ers on the corner, what do they have right now? They have Mooney Ward at left corner, big, phenomenal number 1 corner type. Maybe more of a elite number 2, but he's got number 1 corner type traits: size, speed, confidence. Then you've got Diamador Lenore, who's demonstrated that he can play, inside in the nickel, in the slot, and he can handle that two-way break, and he does it very, very well. He really was a much better tackler this year than what we've seen in the past. That was incredible to watch. And then you have Ambry Thomas, who's got the physical ability, size, speed that you're looking for. In some ways, he's the prototype physically, but there's just a lot of inconsistency in his game. Then there's Samuel Womack, who, for whatever reason, fell out of favor last year, but he runs well. I think has great break on the ball. He's not the biggest corner, but he's got confidence. Then you got Darrell Luter Jr., who played a lot of press man at South Alabama for the Jaguars, and he's long, he's athletic, he's fast, and he can play man to man. So right there, you've got Ward, Lenore, Thomas, Womack, and Luter. You've got 5 young corners there that are all pretty good football players, really. I mean, there's not a bad player in that bunch. There's nothing but good players there, but they need to add quality depth in this draft. And ultimately, I think that's what Chau Smith-Wade is. He's day 3 quality depth at corner. And I think he's a guy that could be really, really good for the 49ers. We're not talking about a 3rd round pick, probably talking about a 5th round pick. But in the 5th round, Chau Smith-Wade is a steal, absolute steal. And if they can get him there, that would be an unbelievable get for the 49ers. So remember that name, Chau Smith-Wade. He's coming to Santa Clara for a pre-draft visit. We also, before we get out of here, want to tell you about our sponsor of this video. We are sponsored today by Aura. Have you ever typed your name on the internet and seen all of your private information is online? Are you tired of receiving tons of spam calls from random numbers? Are you receiving more and more of these as time has gone on? Well, that's where Aura, the sponsor of today's show, can really help you out. Data brokers sell your information to scammers and spammers and anyone else who may want to target you. Your full name, your email, your home address, all your records, your health records, who your relatives are. It's all out there. That's why I've been using Aura. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it also protects me from hackers who could use the information to help them access my social media accounts, my bank accounts, or any other sensitive information. Aura also does so much more to protect me and my family from online threats I can't see. I get other features like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and more without having to download several different apps. It's really easy to set up. And best of all, I get everything at one affordable price. I value my privacy and I value yours. You can go to the link in the description to start your 2-week free trial. And thanks to Aura for sponsoring this video. So check out Chau Smith-Wade on YouTube. Look at his highlights. He's coming to Santa Clara for a visit, and who knows, he could be a day 3 pick of your 49ers on April the 27th during the 2024 NFL Draft. All right, that does it for us. Thanks to Pig and a Pickle. Thanks to Aura. Thanks to all of you for supporting the Krug Show on YouTube.